trusted.
Hi, welcome to Alex Unqualified. My name is Alex, and I'm unqualified to give you any advice, but I hope you listen anyway. This show's a little about anything, and nothing, all in between. So let's throw the Pinocchio and the chili pepper, for those who don't know what it means, for good luck, and let's get started. Okay, so I just wanted to get on here, and I wanted to tell you guys that I had an epiphany, and I wanted to say that I realized with the help of my wonderful boyfriend and the help of some really great friends, I realized that I am not the problem that I have thought that I was for so many years. So many years. I thought I was a problem. I thought I was the problem of my family. I thought I was the problem of my friend group. I thought I was the problem for myself. And finally, with the amazing support system that I have, those 5 friends, and if you guys haven't known, I preach this. You're only gonna have 5 good friends in your life that you can trust. I have my boyfriend and my four really good girlfriends. And, you know, they are the people that I could trust with my life. And I could trust with my life. I can trust with anyone, anything, any person, any plant, any, pet rock. I can trust them with anything. And, not money, but I can trust them with anything. you know, uh, but I can trust them with my life, as in I can trust them with my mental health. And I have. I have basically given them the key to my mental health and been like, I trust you to, help this basket of cats that is my mind. And they're like, okay, they're like, we're going to help you and we're going to get you better, because they want to see the best version of myself, not for them, but for me. And that's when someone really loves you. They don't want to, see the best version of yourself because they want the best version of yourself for them. They want you to be truly happy. And, and I want that for them too. So shout out to my girlies and my boo. Anyway, I am so grateful for those people. And like I said, you're only going to have those 5 people. You're lucky if you have them. And they helped me realize I'm not the problem that so many people have drilled into my head that, hey, guess what? You're the problem. And I've had people say, if so many people are telling you that you're the problem, then maybe it's true. And granted, that might be true. Granted, that might be a real, that might be true. But just like if so many people are telling you you might be the problem, there are also people who are telling you that you are not the problem. And which are you going to listen to? Are you going to listen to the people who are telling you that you are not the problem, or are you going to listen to the people who are telling you that you are the problem? Granted, yes, if people are telling you that you are the problem, look at that, take that into consideration, and if it is something that is truthful, work on yourself. Like, people have told me, you're a little selfish. And so I've worked on being more humble. I've worked on being, more mindful of that. And I'm trying not to be as selfish. And so when people give you advice, you should take it, but don't let it ruminate on it. And that's what my problem was, is I ruminate on whatever people tell me. And I catastrophize. Like, my friend, like, God bless her. My friend I'll shout her out. Thanks, thanks, Naomi. She flat out told me, she's like, "Hey, girl," she's like, "You catastrophize," and she didn't slap me. She said, "Girl, you catastrophize," and she just told me randomly, when we were just talking, and she's like, "I think you catastrophize," and I'm like, "You are 100% correct." Because we were talking about like how we want the best. She wants the best for me, and she's like, "Yeah, you catastrophize way too much," and I'm like, "Oh shit." She just called me out. And she was 100% right. I catastrophize all the time. In the back of my head, I'm always thinking of the worst case scenario. The worst case scenario. What if 2012 happened in 2024? 12 years later. Yeah, you know. What if that happened now? What if the end of the world happened now? I always think of the worst case scenario. Oh, they're traveling. What if the plane goes down? Oh, they're, you know, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And I have to stop doing that. I have to consciously work on that. I have to consciously work on not catastrophizing. And it's hard. It's so hard. That's what she said. um, but no, it's really, really hard to not catastrophize when that's all you've been doing for the past 17 years. I've been doing that since I was a kid. And it's so hard because all I want to do is think of the bad. I think of, well, what if my parents die and they leave me alone? I mean, granted, I'd be like, woo. But then at the same time, I'd be like, oh no, because I'd be like, oh no, like, what am I going to do? Obviously I inherit everything, but I'd be like, shit, what do I do? What do I do with all the finances? What do I do? Oh my God, I would have to be an adult. I'd have to be an adult. Oh, wait, I am the adult. I can't call an adult. I am the adult. I'd have to do that. Yeah, but it's hard when a friend points out your flaws, but they're doing it because they love you. And that's when I finally realized. I finally realized that people point out your flaws because sometimes they do it because they love you, and they're doing it to better you, not because they're pointing it out like no, they're doing it because they love you and they want to see you better yourself, not because they're trying to make fun of you. There are people in my past where when I was having seizures, they would say, "I think she's faking. I think she's faking for attention. Thanks, Tim." Anyway, um, no, he and I don't even know if they even know who I am anymore. But they they would see me on the floor and they'd say, "Oh, she's faking. She's faking for attention." And and thank God I had a friend who took me seriously. Thank you. Thank you, Otter. Anyway, he knows who he is. Thanks, Otter. But, you know, there are people like that, and then there are people who take you seriously, who call your parents and call an ambulance. And, there are people who tell you you're faking. Who are you gonna listen to? Right? So, in essence, when people tell you you're the problem, just take it with a grain of salt. Be like, ouch. But at the same time, being like, who is it coming from? And are they telling it to help me grow? Or are they telling telling me that to insult me. And if they're telling you it to insult you, that's their problem. And they obviously have an issue with themselves. So, yeah. Anyway, and if they're telling you to better yourself, listen to it and take it. Take that advice because they're doing it because they love you. So, shout out to my friends who want to help me better myself. Thank you. I love you so much. And thank you for making me a better me. And I will see you guys in the next one. Put down in the comments, that you're bettering yourself and what you want to better yourself as, or who you want to better yourself. Shout out your people that you love and who help you better yourself. I've shouted out some of the people on here for me, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hasta la pasta, baby.
I'll leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. Choke until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. 'Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let